My name is Daniel Lawson and welcome to Permaculture Tools. I'm going to be talking about hand tools versus machinery tools for weed removal. Now, when it comes to hand tools, I can come in here, and this is the common one, removal of lantana, quite often infested in a lot of gullies that clients want removed. I can come in with the hand tools and chop up the lantana, and I can, when I chop it up, I'm leaving behind the mulch on the ground. I'm not disturbing the soil. Where if you're coming in with machinery, and in this case, in a lot of cases, it'll be an excavator, a large excavator. It's steep country to get down into here. There's big gullies that are full of that are infested with lantana, so they need the long reach of the big machine. They're going to scar up the landscape, getting the machine in and out, and during the weed removal. So you're going to be scraping the ground, and you're going to be exposing soil. So loose soil. I'm not doing any of that. I'm leaving the soil as it was. I'm just cutting the lantana down and then cutting it up into mulch for the ground. So it's actually protecting the ground, really. Now, also with the large machinery, they come in, and in amongst all that, they can't see the small trees. Like there's one just here, a small tree just here. Just in amongst the lantana here. I mean, barely would be noticeable. Especially I've cut a bit of lantana back already. So, but with hand tools, I can see that as I'm cutting. I can recognise the different leaf pattern and not cut the tree down. Depending on what obviously the client wants. The client might want just natives to be left and some things to be cut down, but that's something that can be picked and choose by the person wielding the hand tools. Now, when it comes to costs as well, I mean, I charge a bit per hour, you know, and I've had people in the past and currently, recently, mention that I cost a lot of money per hour, but yeah, I can get a lot done in a short period of time. But in comparison to a machine, you get a machine in, large excavator, it'll cost you, for float charges, just to get the machine in this area, $280. That's just to get the machine on site. It's a minimum 4 hours on site for the machine. And it's $120 an hour for the machine and an operator for 4 hours. So there's $480 plus the $280. So that's $760, a minimum $760, and that's only 4 hours work. I mean, yeah, sure, you can cover quite a bit of ground, but you're going to do a lot of damage at the same time. All I'm doing is removing the weeds and leaving mulch behind, you know. Some people say that the stuff will sprout back and just come straight back. It does sprout back, not all of it. And the stuff you cut down, if you leave it down as a nice heavy mulch, which generally is the case when it's quite thick, you get very little strike back in your lantana that you've cut down, but the roots that you've cut, they will strike back, yes, but they'll cut off their roots, and you come back and do a follow. If you can do a follow-up, either the client does the follow-up, you can go back and they're quite easy to pull out then, because they've cut their roots off, because you've cut the tops off them, and you've stressed them out, and they're easy to come out. They come out quite easily, and in some cases a lot of them do come out quite easily anyway. So I'll reiterate what I said, which is big machinery, you're going to take out the small trees. You want to be keeping those. Lantana is a great soil conditioner, and you can have some fantastic little native trees popping up through the guts of it. So you'll be keeping those with the big machine. You'll keep some, depending on your operator, if you've got a good operator, but you're not going to keep them all. I mean, you're not guaranteed to keep them all with someone with hand tools, but you're going to keep most of them. I very rarely will kill a native tree or a tree that's wanted to be kept, even as small as you know, a foot. I do get strikes, yes, but very, very rarely get any that I've actually killed. Hence the hook is a good reason for that as well. The use of the hook is what I use in the setting, and I can pull the little tree out of the way while I'm chopping. I know where it is. Just as a quick example. So there we have it. Hand tools versus machinery. You decide. But in my eyes, in most cases it's hand tools. And that's what I specialise in. So this has been Permaculture Tools, and I'm Daniel Lawton. Thank you.